Hi, everyone, and welcome back. I'm Adriana Monique Alvarez with Alma Publishing, and we're continuing our interviews and conversations with the contributors of Awakening. And I'm super excited to have Lisa Farrington with us today. Hi, Lisa. How are you?
Hi, I'm great. Thank you so much for inviting me on.
Of course. So tell us where you're joining from.
I'm in the UK. My nearest city is Liverpool, so northwest England.
Okay, nice. Now, we got a lot to talk about, because I think what you're doing right now is the hottest thing going. Seriously, you know me. I got my businesswoman hat on this morning. Pinterest marketing, like I was telling you, like I would be telling the whole world, let's get off of Facebook and let's go to Pinterest. Yeah. So tell us why you wrote your chapter on Pinterest. Like how did this come about? Why are you passionate about it?
So I've always loved Pinterest since the very beginning that I started using it. I just didn't realize how good it was for business. So one of the reasons that I wanted to write the story was also to share about me and how I got started. So I was looking for an online business where I could travel the world, where I could work from home, work from the pool, be my own boss. And in that, I discovered Pinterest marketing kind of by accident, really. And so I had a travel blog, but I wasn't getting anyone on it. I didn't really know what to do, didn't really know what blogging, like I hadn't took a blogging course. It was just trying to teach myself. And so I ended up taking my first course to become a Pinterest VA, Pinterest virtual assistant. And so I practiced on this travel blog, and my very first viral pin got 525 people to my website in one day from one pin alone. And so then I realized, oh, wow, this has the power to do like a lot of really cool things. So that was how I really got started. And then I learned about even more benefits as well. So it was super exciting.
I love it. And, one of the favorite things that I read in your chapter was when you were talking about that Pinterest is not really a social media platform. And that's how most people who have a business are looking at it or using it. It's a search engine, which makes it so much better, right? I mean,
Yeah,
we were just talking about how you can end up on like first page of searches.
Yeah, so the really cool thing is it can actually get you to the first page of Google, and that's without even paying for Pinterest ads, which are called promoted pins. You can do it completely organically. One of my clients was a confidence coach for social media managers. She had a very small niche of who she was actually working with for clients up to about first 18 months of their business. And she had a blog post on affirmations of confidence. She is now the very first page on Google for affirmations of confidence out of 14 million Google searches. So that is pretty amazing. And at the time, that blog is 2 years old, by the way, as well. So it's not even a new blog post. At the time, for 31 affirmations of confidence, she was dominating the first 5 pages of Google. And that was just without any ads at all. So it's really cool. So yeah, it's a search engine, but also another cool feature about it that people don't realize is it's actually a visual search engine. So let's say, I need to decorate, I need some new pictures, they're really old. So if I wanted, let's say I saw a picture in a magazine and I couldn't get it shipped to my country, let's say it was in Japan, what I could do is I can take a picture or do like a screenshot if it was like on my phone, and I can actually upload that onto the Pinterest app and it will perform a visual search for me of very similar things. So say I found like a vase in a magazine and it was green and I wanted a similar one in purple, what I could do is perform the visual search and it will bring me up all different vases that are kind of the same. So it's actually got more capabilities than people realize. They're doing something at the moment where you can actually try on lipstick and you can change your skin tone. So like I'm really pale, but someone maybe with darker skin might be thinking, well, that doesn't look the same color on like me as the model. So that's a really cool feature they've just released as well. So it is, the capabilities are endless, really.
That's amazing. Oh my goodness. So and let's talk about this because I was telling you about what I'm going to do, right? Let's just be honest. And this is running on the big F right now, so I'm going to be careful how I say this. But more and more people are realizing that they don't want to support the platform that they're on. They're being censored, right? Accounts are being deleted, groups are being deleted. You know, I already had my my things with this platform, and I've been thinking about it more and more. I don't like Instagram at all. YouTube is censoring as well, and so I was like, hey, you know what? I'll get off of these platforms. I'll blog, I'll do Etsy, and I'll do Pinterest. So what would you say to the person who's like, they know they're not happy with certain social media platforms, but they don't know what to do. They don't know where to go. They don't know how to get started. How can you help them do this?
So I have a number of different ways I can help them. The majority of my company runs managing people's Pinterest accounts. So we can do various things like completely hands off, or we can do part hands on, where you maybe do your own graphic design, say if you've got a graphic designer. And so we actually manage your Pinterest account for you. So you don't have to do anything. We do all the search engine optimization for you, because that is huge and people don't really understand that. So we are specialists in that area. And then I also offer different options for people who want to do it themselves, who want to learn. Maybe they've got a virtual assistant and they want them to learn it. So I offer various options like audits and strategy calls. I'm also going to be doing a group program starting on Monday, the 24th of August. It's going to be super exciting because we have got 6 guest experts, and one was actually trained by you, who's going to do the soulful sales. She's amazing, so that's going to be really good. And it's about the whole Pinterest funnel. So it's not just about getting your traffic from Pinterest, because that's what Pinterest courses will teach you. They don't teach you what to do with the traffic. So a lot of people are losing the pinner from the first time, and they're not converting, and they're not getting the know, like, and trust factor. So it's going to teach the whole steps. So I've actually got a method called the 5 C's method. So you have like the diamond standard, like cut, clarity. This is going to teach you various steps to clarifying your offer, creating the content that's going to convert, and closing the sales. And then it's all about comprehensive scrutiny. My background is strategy, and so I did like a lot of strategy and analytics. So we're really going to go deep into data analysis and looking at the Pinterest analytics, because a lot of people get confused with those vanity metrics as well on Pinterest. You said before, like, about not wanting to be on Instagram. A lot of I did a training earlier today, and it was around 60% of young people actually found Instagram quite a the most narcissistic social media platform. So a lot of people want to be on Pinterest because it is really inspirational. Also, one of the major benefits we didn't discuss before was that it's evergreen. So your pins, if you put your pins out, and by the way, you can pin straight from your Etsy store as well. So you can use them both together. You can run your Pinterest pins straight to your product on Etsy, or you can send it to your own website if you want it. And they are getting found way into the future. So even if you put out the content today, someone might find it 4 years later or 3 years later. I actually had an example of where a corset came up to me 10 years later. So it's amazing, the possibilities. It's endless. And whereas you're on the other social media platforms like Facebook and Instagram, your reach is just disappearing after a day or two, unless you're paying for ads, or unless you, on the very rare occasion, you get a viral post, which is really rare unless you're paying for ads. But Pinterest, you can actually do it organically. You don't even have to pay. If you want to, you can get promoted pins, which are paid Pinterest advertisements. They are one of the lowest cost forms of advertising of all the platforms, and they actually get like really good results as well. So if you want to work faster to get found quicker, then that's definitely a way to pay to promote, so that they get seen more as well. So you do have like the options of organic and paid marketing as well on Pinterest, which is cool.
Yeah, and I love that, because most social media posts are going to die very quickly, right? They're just going to fall. Oh my goodness. Well, I'm excited. And I'm going to say this. If you haven't read Lisa's chapter yet, get your copy of Awakening. Even Derek, he told me, because, he read your chapter, and he's like, oh my gosh, you can learn so much about Pinterest from Lisa's chapter. He was so impressed with what you put in that chapter. And I agree. Like, go read it. And you have just recently done a free training. Yeah. How many people were in that group?
Yeah, so we've got about 430 people in at the moment, and they've got still people joining. They just keep coming to me. A lot of people are also they're realizing that they didn't think Pinterest was for them. They thought it was just for recipes, wedding, crafting, and they didn't realize, especially service-based entrepreneurs, just don't realize that coaches. I work with a lot of coaches, but they had no idea. So a lot of people are now inviting other people. So we're actually rerunning a new training, a bonus training tomorrow, it's Thursday, 8 p.m. UK time, which is, I think, 3 p.m. EST. So yeah, we've got that as well. So it's super exciting. So I think the group's just going to grow and grow and grow. But yeah, we took 430 people through it. So it's going to be exciting.
That's amazing, Lisa. It's amazing. Yeah. And I hope you'll do this. Also, you teach, you do like a weekly live in the Women Helping Women Facebook group, yes?
Yeah. So we've got all like Pinterest tips in there, telling people how to use it. Like a lot of people just don't realize, because it's a search engine, they're missing out. There's 8 different places you can put the search engine optimization. And this is even Pinterest managers that are missing out. I've got people coming to me who've already had like some results, but not quite the results they want. So I've got people in my group program as well who've had sad experiences, unfortunately. So it's really about learning how to do it exactly. You can do it yourself and you can have some success, but you're not going to know all the change in, like, there was 2 algorithm changes recently already this year. There's just so many new things. We've got new video pins, we've got carousels, we've got story pins, all these different types of pins. They're bringing all these cool features in. So if you try and learn yourself, it's very hard to keep up to date. So I'm going live in that group every week to give like up to date Pinterest information, Pinterest tips, how people can get started, and really help teach people that actually what they offer is being searched for on Pinterest. Like I found drainage services and real estate agents, like immigration lawyers, loads of different types of people who didn't think, business coaches, like people who do like law attraction, all sorts of things like this. They just don't understand that it can be a platform for them. So that's my vision, to kind of educate people and let them know that there is another place to do. And the cool thing is, your ideal client is searching, or customer is searching for you on there. So they're coming to you as well. It's not even like you're having to chase them. They are just like, I'm sitting here right now and my pins are going out still. I was pinning out last night on a new blog post. And people are finding my pins and signing up to my email list. They could be booking a call with me. They could be buying my products while I'm sitting here being interviewed. So in terms of automating it and getting your time back, it's actually a really cool feature, like platform in that sort of respect as well. You don't have to sit there in real time pinning either, which people are like, oh, it's so much work when you tell them. But actually you can like do it every month, like spend some time every month, or even like, I go away because I like to travel, and I can stack up my queue like 6 months in advance if I wanted, if I use Tailwind. So it's pretty cool in that respect too.
I like it, Lisa. Well, you sold me. You know, I've been around enough. You've been showing me what's possible, and that's where I'm heading. Mm-hmm. So I would say if you're looking to change where you hang out online, yeah, and it's a good time to do that, contact Lisa. Lisa, how can people find you? Where can they connect with you?
So my website is www.lisa, Lisa, Farrington, FARRINGTON, and then it's got C for company.com. So that is my website. They can also send me a direct message on the likes of Facebook or Instagram. So yeah, just get in touch with me that way. Yeah, however's easiest, whichever platform you use. I have also started a YouTube channel, but it's only got about 3 videos, so I'm not super active there just yet, but who knows, I might get there a bit more active there too.
Nice. Lisa, thank you so much for the chapter that you contributed, and for all the ways that you're educating and helping us figure this out and make the most of Pinterest.
Well, thank you so much for giving us the opportunity, because it is so exciting, and it's super exciting to become like a bestseller, because bestselling off like the US, especially, a lot of my target audience are in the US. Like more than half my clients now are US based. I do work with people across the world, so to get US bestseller international offer was like amazing. So thank you very much for all the opportunities you gave us and all the support.
Of course, it's my pleasure. And I loved how excited you were during promotion. You were on fire. You still are. I mean, I told you before we started, I see you everywhere. Everywhere I look, there you are. So remember to pick up your copy of Awakening. And if you'd like to be in our next book, Visionary, I will put a link to the application in the comments below. That will be our final book of 2020. Lisa, thank you for joining me. Until next time, big hugs from Colorado.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.